Lucky number 8, Evan Horton. Number 9, Brandon Schumacher. And number 11 tonight is Kason Hamlin. And number 14, Justin Bogan. Number 19 is Lucas Nagel. And double deuce, Jackson Edson. Last but not least, number 24, Ruben Ray. Now let's introduce our Greenwood Blue Jays. Standing tall in purple, Caden Frederick. Number 4, the illustrious Alex Holden. Number 7, Adam Abdallah. Hasn't missed a minute. Number 9, Colin Birch. Wearing number 12, Ian Pathick. Looks like we've got one of our captains, number 15, Cameron McQuarrie. And senior number 17, Matthew Monteith. Our number 19 is Taha Khan. And our other individual who has not missed a minute, number 20, Jack Lindsay. And number 23 is Ilion Khan. Last but not least, number 39, Ben Sonnemaker. If you would all please stand. Face the flag for the national anthem.
All right, national anthem complete. We are about ready for kickoff. Greenwood Blue Jays versus the New Heights Cougars.
Okay, I'm with you. You gotta blow that cloud.
He's trying to move the cloud just a little bit.
I feel like it's no way.
He does this. Down in the goal, looks like it.
All right, thank you, cloud cover. We have a nice big storm cloud that moved in front of the sun. We can see for a minute anyway. These two squads have had similar seasons, both strong seasons last year, graduated a strong class of offensive producing seniors, and are in a rebuilding phase this year. Number 19, Taha Khan, taking the kickoff for the Blue Jays to start out the game. All right, that's the opening whistle. We're underway in the first half. Blue Jays play it back to Monteith. Kahn wide to the far side. Number 12 chases to the sideline, and it's a throw-in for the Cougars. Down the line, knocked out of play. Ruben break there to take the throw again for the Cougars. Big throw down the line, up to Ben Schumacher. He's able to settle. Schumacher looking for the big switch over to Clevenger. Titus Clevenger in the top of the box. Gets a touch on it. And number 4 for the Blue Jays, Alex Holden, able to get there and cleared out the end line, but an early corner kick for the Cougars. Something we've been talking about for the Cougars is that Ben Schumacher needs to be able to play that in-air switch, and nice to see that right in the first minute of the game. Schumacher over to take the corner on the far side for the Cougars. Hamlin coming on the backside, ball short. Dunaway gets a touch into a transition opportunity for the Blue Jays. Kahn on the ball, back in the middle of the field, Brandon Schumacher there to steal. Schumacher patient to his brother Ben, into the corner for Edson. Jax Edson there, plays it back into the top of the box for Ben Schumacher. Schumacher in the box, drops back to Dunaway. Dunaway looking to send it across for Clevenger, cleared away by Holden. Nangle gets a touchdown. Matthew Monteith there to steal. Nangle and Monteith go for the challenge. Monteith's able to stay on the ball. Hamlin in front to defend. Monteith looking to play it through. All the way up to Connie, gets a touch. Horton's there to steal, leaves it for Boney. Boney up to Brandon Schumacher. Over to Nangle in the middle of the field. Challenge from behind. Nangle's able to get it wide to Edson. Edson, nice touch back to Dunaway. Dunaway over the top for Edson to chase to the corner. Number 7, Abdallah, plays it back to the other Khan, and stolen back by Nangle. Nangle back into Ben Schumacher at the top. Schumacher drops back to his brother Brandon. Brandon from 35, dribbling in. Over to Nangle. Lucas Nangle switching over to Dunaway. Dunaway wants one from 35, sends it in, deflected away by number 23, that's Eon Khan, and cleared away by the Blue Jays. Monteith on the ball for the Blue Jays. Plays it to the far side. Boney's there first, deflects it off of the Blue Jay player, number 12, Patak, and it's back to the Cougars. Ruben break there to take the throw for the Cougars. Bouncing ball. Number 15, McQuarrie there to touch it first. Drop to the back line as Clevenger comes to challenge. That was number 20, Lindsay. Back to McQuarrie, drop back to Monteith. Monteith all the way back to Kahn. Over to Holden. Holden through the middle, Nangle deflects it away. Into the middle for Ben Schumacher. He's able to win it, plays it through to Clevenger in the slot. Clevenger stops on the ball, drops it back to Brandon. Brandon Schumacher back to his brother Ben with some space. Schumacher dribbling through, being defended by Monteith. Gets it to Clevenger. Titus Clevenger opens up. Thinks about it from 25. Tries to make a move and gets called for the hold. It's a free kick for the Blue Jays. McQuarrie restarts to Monteith short. To number 20. And he can't control the ball. Jack Lindsay out of play, back to the Cougars. Cason Hamlin, the left fullback, down to take the throw. Looks for Nangle in the middle of the field. Nangle with his hip, wins it down up to Brandon Schumacher. Schumacher steps on it, is able to turn, plays it back across the field for Nangle with some space. Nangle with a switch to Edson on the far side. Edson makes a touch ahead. And looked like a trip, but no call. On the far side, break, deflects, and out of play on the Cougars. It's a throw for the Blue Jays. Drop back to Kahn. Ben Schumacher comes to pressure. Kahn gets to McQuarrie. Back to Holden on the back line. Holden with time. Plays it on the ground in the middle, finds Monteith. Monteith gets a touch and gets through. Nangle there defending. Monteith tries to cut it back. Nangle, nice touch up to Brandon Schumacher. Monteith comes back to challenge. Ball stolen back by Abdallah. Switched over to the near side, heavy on the touch. This ball falls to Clevenger. Clevenger, nice pass to Hamlin, who plays it down the line for Clevenger. Too far ahead and sent back in by Holden. Horton's there, plays a touch to Hamlin. Deflected by number 39, but back to Hamlin. Hamlin tries to play it down the line, deflected by number 20 up to Clevenger. Clevenger plays Ben Schumacher out on the run. Schumacher's in, Holden defending. Schumacher into the box, looking to go with his left, plays it across the box. Frederick, Edson on the follow, and he puts it in. And the Cougars take the 1-0 lead.
22, Jax Edson.
Great job, man! Good job, Jax!
Caden Frederick got a left hand on it. Jax Edson on the full run from the far side, able to get to it and finish it up. Jax Edson's second goal of the season. Taha Khan there to take the restart on the kickoff. Ball back to McQuarrie, over to Monteith. Monteith over the top, and Angle steals over to Edson on the far side. Ball rolls out of play. It'll be a throw-in for the Blue Jays. Number 9 is Cullen Birch there to take the throw. Back to Ilyan Khan. Over to Holden on the back line. Into the middle for Monteith. Monteith's able to receive with space. Brandon Schumacher comes on to defend. Monteith through the middle. Good step by Ruben Brake to clear it away, but Monteith right back to it. He wants the strike, fakes it, gets to it from 25, and Rush Stewart right there to make the save for the Cougars. Rush Stewart with the big throw out to the near side for Clevenger. Clevenger lets it run as number 20 plays it back in. That's Jack Lindsay. Over to 39. That's Benjamin Sonnemaker. And deflected out of play, throw in for the Blue Jays. Jack Lindsay there to take the throw for the Blue Jays. Into Khan. Taha Khan gets to the first challenge, and Hamlin pokes it away. Throw in the attacking third for the Blue Jays. McQuarrie down to take the throw. Throw into the top. Brandon Schumacher heads it away. Monteith able to settle. Looking for an option. Drops back to Lindsay. Lindsay sends it into the top. Deflected away, and Boney does a nice job shielding on the attack. Number 12, Ian Patek, got the touch. Back into the outlet by Hamlin. Hamlin's able to get the deflection back to him. Another tackle by McQuarrie. Clevenger gets the tackle loose to Hamlin. Hamlin ahead, being challenged by Monteith. Monteith able to win it back, playing the switch of the field over to Abdallah. Nangle defending, Abdallah to the sideline. Is able to keep it in, still on the run. Abdallah cutting it back into the middle. Gets the shot and goes wide of the frame. Goal kick for the Cougars.
It's glorious. Thank you, Lord. Oh, like that would require me to do it. It's really fun.
All right, restart on the goal kick by Stewart. Plays it on the ground. Brandon Schumacher has space. Monteith comes to pressure. Missed pass stolen away by
Yes, Brandon!
Abdallah, I'm sorry. Brandon Schumacher wins it back. Plays it on the stretch to the far side. Khan wins it to the feet of McQuarrie, back to Holden. Alex Holden ahead to Monteith in the middle of the field. Monteith, ball deflected, he's able to get back to it. Dunaway defending. Monteith still on the ball, plays the switch to the far side. Number 9, Birch. Into the box, Boney defending.
Way to stick with him. Good job. Yes, Jax. Way to
Jax Edson comes down to help and wins the challenge. Plays it out to the far side. Abdallah there. Cleared away by Brake, all the way up to Ben Schumacher. Schumacher has pressure, able to get away from it. Carrying across the middle. Gets it to Clevenger. Clevenger trying to connect. Lindsay there defending. Looking for Edson through the middle. Deflected away by number 9, Birch. Holding there, Ben Schumacher comes and steals. Schumacher still on the ball. McQuarrie steps in and deflects. Dunaway defending. McQuarrie into the middle for number 7, Abdallah. Monteith gets the deflection upfield, and Boney clears it to the sideline. It'll be a throw in for the Blue Jays. Get this off the rumble strips here. Thank you. Blue Jays take the throw in. Monteith in the box. Horton comes in and deflects it out of play. It's a goal kick ruled for the Cougars. Evan Horton took the brunt of that, and he's going to sub out. Nixon Meningus checking in the game. Oh, was it offside? Was it an offside call?
Yes.
All right, offside was the ruling. So Grayson Crumrine subbed in as the left center back, and Nixon Meningus also checked in the game. Meningus gets it to Nangle. Big tackle by Monteith. Ball falls to Meningus. Meningus looking for Dunaway on the run. Stolen in the middle of the field. Nangle up to Meningus. Meningus carrying. McQuarrie comes to challenge.
Nice, Jack.
Dunaway crosses it. Cleared away by Holden. Meningus is there to win it down with his chest. McQuarrie takes it, the brunt of it, to get the block. Nangle back to Dunaway. Dunaway on the far side, cutting back to the middle, carrying across the top of the box. Plays it up to Meningus. Meningus looking for the 1-2. Holden comes in on the tackle. McQuarrie is down hurt, stands up to try to make the play, and then goes back down hurt. Good effort by number 15, Cameron McQuarrie. They call a foul there? All right, I guess it's a foul. I was thinking he was just stopping the game for an injury, but starting with a free kick. Ball over the top. Chase for it. Boney and number 12. Number 12 plays it across. Breaks able to deflect it away. Nangle with a lot of space. Let's see. Number 12 is Patek. Back to McQuarrie in the middle to Monteith. Switched over to number 7, Abdallah. McQuarrie on the ball, played to Lindsay on the near side. Clevenger pressuring. Deflected by Clevenger, not a play on the near side. Throw in for the Blue Jays. Jack Lindsay takes the throw into Kahn. Back to Lindsay, to Kahn. Kahn sending it across the box. Crumrine gets a touch on it, and Nangle pokes it away to the end line. It's a corner kick for the Blue Jays. Cameron McQuarrie down to take the corner kick here on the near side.
Ribbing, it's 17.
McQuarrie driving ball in. Hamlin gets a touch, and Boney clears it away. McQuarrie back to the ball on the near side. Double team Clevenger and Dunaway. Sent over the top. Meningus there. Kahn heads it in the air. Challenge for the ball as Stewart comes to it. Number 12, Potlick, gets back to it. Clevenger steps in to help and clears it out the sideline. Throw in for the Blue Jays. 26 left in the first half. Cougars leading 1-0.
Pick it back up, White. Let's go.
Into McQuarrie. Clevenger comes up to defend. McQuarrie trying to get through. Clevenger, nice step on the ball to turn. He's able to keep it in, but deflected back by McQuarrie. Hamlin comes in, wins the ball and the foul. I like that. That's a ref controlling the game. I like to see that. Those fouls, as long as they give some attention, it keeps the game from getting out of control. So I like to see that the ref gave him a warning there to say that type of foul will be a yellow card if it continues. Hamlin, nice ball over the top to Dunaway. Dunaway finds Schumacher in. McQuarrie there defending. Schumacher looking to get back to the middle. Schumacher steps on the ball to turn. Leaves it for his brother Brandon. Brandon to his left, drops it back to Clevenger. Clevenger from 30 gives it back to Brandon Schumacher. Tries to play it across. Abdallah there to steal. Ball deflected over to Meningus on the far side. Nixon Meningus turns and tries to play it through to the corner, and Birch deflects it away. Throw in for the Cougars. Meningus drops it back to Brandon Schumacher. Wins it into position. Paddock defending. Schumacher's able to turn. Schumacher into the attack. Goes down and draws the foul. And it's a free kick for the Cougars.
Go, Brandon!
Case and Hamlin set up over the ball to take the free kick. Three-man wall for the Blue Jays. Ben Schumacher on the left. Ribbon break. Dunaway, Meningus, and Clevenger on the right. Brandon Schumacher right next to the line of the ball. Hamlin setting up for his right foot. Chips it into the top. Ben Schumacher there to touch. Trying to turn in the box. Nice defense by Holden. Schumacher still on it. Plays it back across to Dunaway. Deflected away by Kahn. And Abdallah clears it to the far side. Crumrine settles. All the way to the corner for Meningus, but Meningus is offside. And it's a free kick upcoming for the Blue Jays.
Great ball, Kaysen. Good look, White. Let's go. Let's get another one.
Blue Jays taking their time to reset on the offside free kick. McQuarrie there to take it. Back spinning ball to the middle. Kahn and Boney there. Kahn gets the first touch. Falls to Brandon Schumacher, is able to receive it in turn. Schumacher across the field looking for Clevenger over the top. Plays it on the ground, and Lindsay is there to steal. Brandon Schumacher there makes a nice tackle to win it back. Plays it wide to Clevenger. Clevenger is able to get back to it, being defended by Holden. Clevenger makes a touch to the corner. Still on the ball, plays a wicked ball across. Ben Schumacher there for the touch. Still on it. Schumacher, shot and goal. And the Cougars take the 2-0 lead as Ben Schumacher buries it in the back of the net.
Way to go, Ben! Let's go, Cougars! Great work, boys!
No, for Greenwood, Sam Williams.
Good work, White.
Titus Clevenger with the cross.
Good ball, Titus.
Nice job, Titus! Good job, Cougars!
All right, restart, 2-0 lead for the Cougars. 22:37 remaining here in the first half. Holden plays it into the middle for Monteith. Brandon Schumacher defending. Monteith has some room to run. Schumacher steps in to defend. Monteith stays on the ball, is able to keep it in. Double teamed by Hamlin and Schumacher. Chipped in over the top. And Boney gets there first, clears it to the sideline. Throw in for the Blue Jays. Monteith there to take the throw. McQuarrie making the run all the way into the box to Abdallah. Stewart all the way off his line, able to get it on the corner. Rush Stewart letting the team set up, plays it to the far side for Crumrine. Crumrine heavy on the touch, stolen away by Birch. Birch into the attack, up to number 12, Paddock. Paddock with the left and plays it off the side of the net. Goal kick for the Cougars. All right, goal kick coming up after that opportunity by the Blue Jays. Number 12, Ian Paddock, giving the Cougars some trouble on the left side. Abdallah heads it into the middle for Monteith, being defended by Brake. Monteith looking through the middle, finds Kahn on the turn, but Nangle's there. Nice win with his chest. Gets it up to Dunaway. Dunaway trying to turn. McQuarrie comes in on the tackle. Dunaway stays with it, plays it to the near side for Hamlin. Hamlin, nice touch to space as he carries up ahead. Clevenger's out on the left side as he finds Clevenger on the run. Clevenger cuts it back. Back to Hamlin. Hamlin with space in the middle. Ball deflected and shielded well by number 4, Alex Holden, as the keeper's able to get up to it. That's the keeper, Caden Frederick. Monteith across the middle. Grayson Crumrine there to steal. Crumrine down the line for Meningus to chase, and out of play, throw in for the Blue Jays. Number 23, Ilian Khan over there to take the throw. Actually, he's going to leave it for number 9, Cullen Birch. Birch takes the throw in back to Khan. Meningus comes to pressure. Over to Holden, good one touch into McQuarrie. Dunaway comes to pressure. Into the middle of the field, Monteith and Brandon Schumacher pressure for it. Schumacher gets it to... Those are 2 late fouls in a row. Go ahead and raise the flag on those if you see them. Number 12, Ian Paddock in the attack. Up to Monteith. Off. Back to Monteith. Abdallah makes a touch ahead, and Crumrine clears the way, throw in for the Blue Jays. Cullen Birch takes the throw. Deflected away by Brake, and it's another throw for the Blue Jays. Birch there again, plays it into Abdallah. Meningus comes on the double with Brake. Brake wins it, clears it high into the air. McQuarrie there to settle. Stolen away by Meningus. Meningus into the counterattack. Plays Titus Clevenger in. Clevenger to it. Back across, stolen away by the Blue Jays. McQuarrie up to Monteith. Monteith on the ground. Up to Paddock. Paddock gets through. Paddock thinking about the shot. Takes the shot on the ground, and Stewart, good hands to get it on the ground. Stewart punts it to the near side. Bouncing ball. Clevenger wins the header forward. Holden plays it back into the middle. Brandon Schumacher there. Settles it down with his knee. Schumacher has time, has pressure coming. Plays it through to Dunaway with space. Dunaway's able to turn. Dunaway plays it across for Meningus. Meningus pushes off and gets called for the foul. Free kick for the Blue Jays. Number 15, Cameron McCreary, there to take the free kick to the near side for Ian Paddock. Nice tackle by Kason Hamlin. Lindsay into Monteith. Dunaway deflects it out of play, and another throw for the Blue Jays. Jack Lindsay takes the throw into Paddock. Paddock carrying across. All the way across for number 33. Nixon Meningus is able to steal. Finds Dunaway with some space. Dunaway is able to stay on the ball as McQuarrie comes to challenge. Over to Brandon Schumacher. Come on, Ben! Over to Clevenger. Clevenger looking for an option. Lindsay comes in on the dangerous play, no call. Clevenger over the top. Deflected off Meningus. Meningus into the box, stays with it. Meningus takes the shot, deflected by Frederick, and out for a corner kick for the Cougars.
See you making friends tonight? Good work, White!
Ben Schumacher over to take the corner on the far side. Driving ball in. Meningus gets a touch to put it in the air. Monteith comes in to head it away. Boney chasing back. Kahn tries to flick it over Crumrine's head, but Crumrine deflects it. Monteith back to the ball. Brake pokes it away to Dunaway. Dunaway back to Brandon Schumacher with some space. Over to Brake. Brake in the middle of the field. Gets through. And foul called on the late tackle by Monteith. Free kick for the Cougars. .15 left here in the first half. Cougars leading 2-0.
Let's go, Braden.
Ben Schumacher on the ball to take the free kick. Clevenger wide left. Brandon Schumacher at the top of the box. Dunaway and Meningus on the right side. Case and Hamlin coming down on the left side to add. Got to be a yard away. Ruben, you got to be away from the wall. Ben Schumacher takes the chip into the top. Hamlin was there, but cleared away nicely by number 12, Paddock. Crumrine on the far side. Plays it down the line and out of play. Throw in for the Blue Jays on the far side. Birch takes the throw into Kahn. Kahn gets it back to Birch on the sideline. Well played ahead. Finds the other Kahn, Tan Kahn, with space in the middle. Hamlin comes up to pressure, gets a touch on the ball. Hamlin fighting with Kahn for the ball. Still pressuring. Kahn gets it back. Kahn wins it back to Monteith. Monteith playing Paddock in. Stewart at the top of the box lets it roll in and picks it up. Quick throw out by Stewart to the near side for Hamlin. Pressure coming by Lindsay. Hamlin gets through the challenge. Lindsay comes back to it. Tackled by Kahn. And foul called on the tackle. I thought the push in the back was the foul, but he's actually calling the slide tackle as the foul. It's going to be a free kick for the Cougars.
Hang in there, Case.
Hamlin plays the ball to the near side for Clevenger. Lindsay loses his feet. Clevenger gets to the ball. Holden comes in and deflects it away, and it's a throw for the Cougars. Whistle as Kahn and Hamlin are down. Both number 19, Kahn and Case and Hamlin are going to take subs. Ben Bandy subbing in the game for the Cougars, and
I'll have a yellow on that one, Rev.
For Greenwood, Gary Shee.
that's number 25, Gary Shee, coming in the game for the Blue Jays.
On New Heights, Ben Bandy.
Let's go, Ben! Good job, Jason.
Oh, we stopped the clock for that. I missed the stop clock. So 13:07
Good job, Jason.
on the clock. Ball back into play. Ben Schumacher tries to get through the challenge, deflected off of Lindsay, and it's a throw for the Cougars again. Schumacher there to take it, into Clevenger. Clevenger flicks it over the top. Holden there to clear, gets it all the way back to the back line for Bandy. Ben Bandy settles, plays it back wide for Ben Schumacher, but too far outside the line, and it's a throw in for the Blue Jays. Back to Jack Lindsay for the throw. Lindsay with the throw ahead for Paddock. Paddock's able to settle it down, drop back to Lindsay. Lindsay looking for an option, finds McQuarrie. McQuarrie gets challenged, stolen away by Ben Schumacher. Schumacher with room, finds Dunaway in the middle with space to turn. Number 7, Abdallah comes in and wins the ball, but Dunaway wins it back. Holden gets the tackle away. Monteith with space.
Let's pressure him.
Ben Schumacher comes back to help. Boney's there. Play to Paddock on the near side. Paddock gets through the challenge. Plays it across the box. Nangle touches it. Nangle with his chest clears it to the sideline. Ben Bandy coming to the sideline. Cuts it back. Paddock there to challenge. Bandy trying to get through. Paddock wins it back up to Monteith at the top of the box. Monteith plays Paddock in, and he plays the ball across, but too deep. Stewart's there to get it. Stewart out quickly to the far side. Birch steps but can't win it, and Nixon Meningus is out on the run. McQuarrie challenging. Meningus carrying it down the line, and shoulder-to-shoulder contact. Looked like they called. Okay, it's out of play. Throw in for the Blue Jays. McQuarrie takes the throw in to Abdallah. Abdallah turns in the middle of the field. Break right there to steal it. Gets it back to Brandon Schumacher. Schumacher dropped to his brother Ben. Ben across to Clevenger. Titus Clevenger has time. Drops it to Dunaway. Dunaway with space. Carrying into the top of the box. Dunaway thinking about it. Pokes it into Brandon Schumacher looking for the 1-2 back to Dunaway. Holden goes to ground. Clevenger takes the shot from the near side.
Nice try, Titus.
And Frederick is there to scoop it up. Rolled out to the far side for Birch. He's able to connect down the line. Nangle steps and plays it out of play. Throw in for the Blue Jays. That's number 33 over there. Can't see his number on the roster. Number 7, Adam Abdallah, switches it to the near side for Ian Paddock. Nice touch by Dunaway to steal. Ben Bandy up to Clevenger. Clevenger connects to Dunaway. Dunaway with some space, able to turn. Brandon Schumacher on the run, plays it wide to Clevenger instead. Clevenger's able to get there. Just barely in. Just ruled just out of play. It's a throw in for the Blue Jays. Play that over the top. Monteith on the ball, is able to turn. Clevenger coming back. Monteith tries to play Paddock in. Boney's there. Boney's going to let it roll for Stewart to get all the way into the box to pick it up. Stewart quickly out to Clevenger on the near side. Clevenger settles. Schumacher comes to connect. Brandon Schumacher with time. Plays it into the middle for Brake. Brake's able to receive the pass behind him and turn. Abdallah challenging for it. Brake still on the challenge. Ruben Brake in. Holden pokes away. Ben Schumacher comes back to it. Schumacher at the top. Takes the shot deflected by McQuarrie. Brake sends it back in, and Monteith's able to settle. Monteith clears all the way up to number 25. That's She. Playing Paddock in. Ben Bandy chasing back. Paddock gets a touch into the box. Bandy well defended, goes to ground. Paddock dropped back to She. Takes the strike. Nangle deflects it. Dunaway heads it back into Nangle, and Nangle clears away. Monteith there. Monteith back in. Nangle clears. Lindsay there for the Blue Jays. Ball falls to Ben Schumacher. Schumacher wide to Clevenger.
Way to go, Lucas.
Clevenger down the line for Brandon Schumacher. And tackle by Holden. That's probably going to be a yellow card. All right, rule the common foul. Hate to see what reckless fouls look like here.
Come here. Don't turn around and walk away.
Three-man wall for the Blue Jays. Titus Clevenger there to take. Clevenger there to take the free kick. Plays it on the ground to Dunaway. Dunaway at the top of the box. Takes the strike! And Frederick with the two-handed save. Rolling out to the far side. Brandon Schumacher is able to keep it in. And Schumacher called for offside. He had to be offside on the kick by Dunaway because that was the last offensive touch. Free kick for the Blue Jays. Up to Birch. Into the middle for Abdallah. Loose ball in the middle. Clevenger's there to steal. Clevenger into Brake. Brake pokes it to the corner. Dunaway had braked up, and Lindsay is there to steal it. Deflected off of Dunaway. And sub at the line for the Cougars, Spencer Jackson. Spencer Jackson subbing in as Grayson Crumrine subs out. Ian Kahn back in the game as number 12, Ian Poddick, takes a break for the Blue Jays. Spencer Jackson moves up to that right wing, and Nixon Meningus drops back to the right back position. Lindsay takes the throw. Abdallah tries to clear it away, but breaks there to steal. Break across the middle for Ben Schumacher. Abdallah comes to challenge. Schumacher touches over to Meningus. Ball deflected. Abdallah there to steal. Birch on the far side. Plays it down the line, deflected by Meningus. Nangle steps over and deflects it out of play. Throw in for the Blue Jays. Number 25, Gary Shee, there on the pressure. Into Monteith. Monteith gets through the challenge. Through Nangle. Monteith into the box. Meningus comes in, deflects, and Boney gets another touch to deflect it off of Monteith's foot, out of play for a goal kick. Under 5 minutes to play here in the first half, Cougars leading 2-0. Meningus into the middle of the field. To Monteith. Monteith plays it in, and that's going to go out the end line. Goal kick again for the Cougars. Oh, deflection. Is there a deflection rule? So it's a corner kick for the Blue Jays. McQuarrie over to take the corner. Spinning ball in. Ball bounces. Ben Bandy there. Monteith comes in to challenge. Bandy still on it. Monteith makes another challenge. Plays it across. Goes all the way through. Backside for McQuarrie. McQuarrie in the top of the box. Gets an angle for the shot. Deflected off by Meningus. Monteith with his left shapes it into the left corner, but just wide of the goal. And goal kick for the Cougars. Rush Stewart there to take the goal kick. Stewart back spinning ball into the middle. Brandon Schumacher able to settle and turn. Schumacher with space. Looking for, oh man. Talk! Jackson carrying. Jackson Dunaway across to Brake. Over to Spencer Jackson, one touch back into Brake. Brake into the box, takes the shot, deflected by Kahn. Kahn clears, Brandon Schumacher's there to settle at the top. Schumacher gets a shot, far post, and just wide of the frame. Goal kick for the Blue Jays.
Hey, 2 minutes, White. Let's get another one.
Restart, back to Kahn. Frederick to Kahn on the far side, one more to Birch. Birch carrying. Jackson chasing from behind. Birch plays it in the middle for Kahn. Kahn drops to Abdallah. Across to Monteith. Monteith with the three-toe in. Boney gets a touch, can't control. Able to clear it. Back to Monteith as Clevenger comes into pressure. Monteith back to the ball. Slow pass, McQuarrie and Schumacher challenge. Ben Schumacher's able to win it. Schumacher looking, plays Clevenger in. Brandon Schumacher in the middle. Holden's able to go to ground and deflect it. Back to Dunaway. Dunaway plays Brandon Schumacher. McQuarrie comes to defend. Schumacher across. Monteith's able to steal. Schumacher steals it back.
Way to go, White.
Plays it back to Dunaway.
Ben's right next to you.
Over to Schumacher. Ben Schumacher with space in the middle. Plays the one touch to Brandon. Schumacher back to Ben. Back to Brandon at the top. Makes a move on Holden. Schumacher's at the top. Lindsay comes in to challenge. Ball falls to Clevenger and shot. Oh, Schumacher gets called for the foul. Under a minute to play here in the first half. Alex Holden there for the Blue Jays to take the restart. Into the middle of the field. Monteith gets the touch. Ben Schumacher defending in front, drop back to McQuarrie. McQuarrie gets it back to Abdallah.
Let's go, White.
Wide to Birch, but too far ahead and out of play. That may do it for the first half. Just about 10 seconds remaining. Meningus taking his time. Takes a throw in to Break. Break gets pushed from behind, and that's the end of the first half. All right, we'll put 10 minutes on the halftime clock and take an audio break here. We'll be back for the second half. All right, players are back on the field. We're about ready to start the second half. Cougars have the kickoff. Cougars going left to right here in the second half. 40 minutes on the clock. Evan Horton has not returned back to the game, the freshman center back. So Lucas Nangle has taken that spot as Ribbon Break has gone to right fullback and Kason Hamlin is at left fullback. Early pressure from the Blue Jays. Break into the middle, stolen away by Monteith. Monteith tries to play it into the corner. Nangle gets a touch, but stolen back by Paddock. Paddock gets the touch ahead as Break gets just enough on it to win the challenge, and Stewart picks it up. Early attack by the Blue Jays with the Cougars being a little lackadaisical on the drop. Stewart punts it back into the middle of the field. Won by Lindsay. Lindsay into the middle for Kahn. Nangle steps in, fouls him, no call. Kahn plays it across for Paddock. And goal kick is ruled.
Let's go, White. Bring the energy.
Stewart taking his time to restart. Stewart punting to the middle of the field. McQuarrie gets a header back to Lindsay. Ball in the middle. Brandon Schumacher can't control it. Up ahead, Schumacher comes in. Kahn goes to ground as Monteith wins it. Monteith carrying across to the near side. Over to Abdallah. Abdallah plays Paddock in. He's into the box. Takes the shot off the post. And the Blue Jays
Greenwood.
come out ready to play in the second half and score a quick goal, 2-1. All right, so we got a game here. 2-1 now.
Go, Cougars.
38-25 left in the second half. Cougars take the restart. Over to Ben Schumacher. Wide to Edson. Edson to Ben Schumacher with some space. Able to cut it back. Over to Clevenger. Stolen away by Kahn. Into the middle for Abdallah. Clevenger challenges. Abdallah gets through. Dunaway there. Nice position to steal it back. Dunaway plays Meningus in. Meningus and Kahn chase for the ball. Nixon Meningus on it. Faces to see his options. Double team comes. Finds Ben Schumacher. Schumacher cuts it back. Still on the ball. Drops it over for Brandon. Brandon strikes in, deflected by McQuarrie. Edson keeps it in on the corner of the box. Holden for the Blue Jays steals, plays it up to McQuarrie.
Come on, White. Let's go.
McQuarrie switches it back into the middle of the field, but out of play. And it's a throw for the Cougars. Hamlin takes the throw into Ben Schumacher, has room. Kahn comes over to pressure. Drops to Brandon. Down to Edson, but too heavy. And out the end line. Restart by the Blue Jays. Holden into the middle. Schumacher steps to steal. Monteith there. Schumacher takes the shot and sends it over the goal.
Good shot, Ben. Good try. All right, keep shooting.
And goal kick for the Blue Jays.
I like it. Good work.
Way to pull the trigger, buddy. Keep it up.
McQuarrie comes back now to take the goal kick for the Blue Jays. Backspinning ball to the near side. Dunaway heads it. Over to Meningus. Abdallah and Meningus challenge for the ball. Birch there. Monteith comes back to win it. Monteith through traffic. Dunaway steals up to Meningus.
There you go, Jackson.
Hamlin takes it up to Clevenger, deflects it off his shoulder, and Frederick is there to scoop it up. Out to the near side for Kahn. Kahn plays it wide through to Meningus' legs to Birch. Birch chasing. Paddock tries to keep it in. Ruled in. Holy cow. Paddock gets through the challenge.
Come on, Ruben, get back in front.
Nangle goes to the ground, deflects it off Paddock. He comes back to it. Paddock still on the ball. Across, deflected by Boney. Monteith there. Monteith takes a strike. Boney deflects again.
Look at it, move.
Drop to Abdallah. Over to McQuarrie. McQuarrie chips it in. Kahn there. Boney tries to clear. Nangle pokes it away. Ben Schumacher comes back, drops it back to Stewart. And Stewart punts it away. All the way up to Holden on the back line for the Blue Jays. Played wide to Lindsay. Edson there to challenge. Lindsay gets past. Brandon Schumacher chasing Lindsay down the line, and Hamlin's able to deflect it out of play, throw in for the Blue Jays. McQuarrie drop back to Holden.
That's good pressure, Titus.
Drop back to Kahn. Holden in the middle. Abdallah back to Kahn. To the near side for Birch. Cullen Birch down the line, breaks there to steal.
Go, Ruben.
Ruben break controlling as Birch drops. Break carrying. Plays it up to Clevenger. Clevenger touches it wide to Meningus. And Meningus lets it roll out of play. Throw in for the Blue Jays. Birch drop to Kahn. Holden in the middle for McQuarrie. McQuarrie, nice touch to settle.
Let's keep it down here.
Drop back to Holden. Into the middle, Brandon Schumacher steps to steal. Ball falls to Ben. Back to Brandon. Across to Ben at the top. Finds Clevenger. Clevenger in with his left, deflected by McQuarrie. And out to the end line, corner kick for the Cougars. 33 minutes left to play here in the second half. Cougars holding a 2-1 lead. 2-0 halftime score. Greenwood scored early in the second half. Ben Schumacher over to take the corner. Meningus wide, Clevenger and Brandon at the stack. Schumacher gets a head on it, actually a back shoulder it looked like, and Kahn's able to flick it to Frederick to pick up. Frederick to the near side for Birch as Clevenger chases. Down the line, Paddock gets a touch, Ruben breaks there, sends it back into the middle. McQuarrie with his chest to settle down. Meningus comes in and commits the foul. It's a free kick for the Blue Jays. McQuarrie restarts to Monteith. Monteith with plenty of space plays it over the top for Paddock. Paddock's offside, the flag is up, and it's a free kick back to the Cougars. Cason Hamlin there to take the free kick. Hamlin plays it short to Dunaway. Abdallah and Paddock come to pressure. Nice feet by Dunaway to drop back to Brake. Brake plays it ahead to Meningus. Meningus chests it down. Back to Dunaway. Dunaway into the middle for Ben Schumacher. Schumacher with room to carry across. Plays it up to Brandon. Brandon carrying across the field. Plays Clevenger in, deflected by Kahn. McQuarrie and Schumacher both deflect, and Monteith clears. All the way up to number 19, Taha Khan. Khan faces, plays Paddock in. And flag is up again as Paddock is offside.
Good job, back line.
Make some of it, White. Let's go.
Hamlin plays it in. Clevenger gets a deflection. Monteith there in possession. Clevenger comes to challenge. Dunaway. Ball's loose to Nangle. On the ground to Clevenger. Clevenger can't control it as it's wide of him. Drops all the way back to Ilyan Khan. Back to Holden. Alex Holden on the ball. Clevenger pressures into the middle for Tan Khan. Nice challenge by Hamlin. Hamlin out on the attack. Steps on it, able to turn it back. Plays up ahead to Meningus. Meningus gets a touch.
Good job, White.
Turns.
Box for each other.
Meningus looking through, plays it wide to Dunaway. Dunaway looking to send the ball in. Good cross in all the way to the backside. And nobody can connect as Lindsay clears it away. Corner kick for the Cougars.
Brad, let's go.
Titus Clevenger going over to take the corner.
Go, White.
Ben Schumacher there to, Titus Clevenger there to take the corner, plays it in low. Holden tries to clear, Brandon Schumacher at the top. Brandon plays it back into Kason Hamlin. Hamlin trying to turn in the box, tackle comes and cleared away by Holden. Into a counterattack for the Blue Jays, Abdullah out in the run, Boney and Nangle dropping. Abdullah to the sideline, able to keep it in, plays it back into the middle for Monteith. Boney there, gets a touch, Abdullah pressuring, and Boney plays it out the end line for a corner kick for the Blue Jays. McQuarrie over on the far side to take the corner. Monteith right on top of the 6-yard box. Ball in. Stewart comes out, headed by Monteith. And Justin Boney, for some reason, keeps it out of the goal with his hand, and it's a red card for Boney. Cougars will play the rest of the game with 10 players and a penalty kick upcoming for the Blue Jays. Yeah, PK.
Come on, Rush!
All right, the senior Monteith there to take the penalty kick. Cougars will be down a man the rest of the way.
Go, Rush!
Monteith takes it quickly. Stewart makes the save. And a huge play by Stewart to save the penalty kick. Cougars will have to survive the rest of the way with 10 players, but still have the 2-1 lead. Brandon Schumacher over to Ben as he drops out, stolen by Monteith. Nangle steals. Abdallah clears it away. Meningus there over the top.
Ball Nixon!
And bouncing ball, Frederick is able to judge it and picks it up easily in the box. Khan on the near side, plays it over to Birch. Meningus comes in and gets a touch. Meningus trying to steal. Birch clears it to the sideline and throw in for the Cougars.
Let's walk out with this win, White. Come on, stay tough.
Go, Cougs!
Ball into Clevenger. Birch deflects it away. Another throw for the Cougars. Clevenger into break. Break plays it in the middle. Monteith there to steal. Swept away to Paddock. Nangle steps to win it and plays it out the sideline. And it's a throw for the Blue Jays after the sub.
Jackson. Nope. Spencer Jackson.
All right, Spencer Jackson subbing in the game as Brandon Schumacher takes a break. Birch into Monteith. Jackson is able to win it. And out of play it back to the Blue Jays. Into Birch into Monteith, I should say. Monteith gets the touch down the line. Able to keep it in. Schumacher steals. Actually, they're ruled out of play. And a throw for the Cougars. Break into Hamlin. Hamlin lets it run, gets a touch wide. Plays it with his left. And out of play, goal kick for the Blue Jays. Restart on the goal kick. Over to Holden. Clevenger pressuring. Into the middle of McQuarrie. Edson steps. Dunaway steps. And foul called on Dunaway. Free kick for the Blue Jays.
That's not where the ball was, ref.
McQuarrie top ball over the top. It goes over Hamlin and Kahn. And into the box for Stewart to pick up. Stewart wide to Dunaway. Dunaway's able to settle. Trying to make the turn. Monteith steals. Through as Hamlin gets a touch. Cleared away by Meningus. Into the middle of the field. Clevenger's able to win it. Looking for Spencer Jackson in. Jackson chasing with Birch. Spencer Jackson outruns him. Makes a touch across. And Holden's there to receive it for the Blue Jays and clear it out. Abdallah back to Birch. Played back into the middle. Paddock there. Break defending. Into the corner as Abdallah gets to the ball. Nangle pressuring. Abdallah is able to keep it in on the end line. Nangle goes for the tackle. And ball stays in. Nangle clears it away. All the way back to Birch. Abdallah back to the ball. Break deflects. Spencer Jackson's there. Tries to play it ahead. Gets through the challenge by Birch. Up ahead, Kahn steals. Back in the middle for Abdallah.
Cheers, Ruben.
Break steps. Gets it to Ben Schumacher. Abdallah comes in and pokes it back to Paddock. Nangle gets a touch. Paddock still on the ball. Plays it across the top. Monteith there into the box. Monteith the shot and the score. And the Blue Jays have tied it at 2. All right, game tied at 2 now. Restart a play, drop back to Hamlin. Hamlin over the top and in the middle. McQuarrie touches to steal. Ball falls to Dunaway. Dunaway wide to Edson. Edson carrying down the line. Lindsay steps in, deflects it away. Still in play and knocked off of Dunaway. Throw in for the Blue Jays. McQuarrie tries to play it down the line, deflected again by Dunaway. And a throw in upcoming for the Blue Jays on the far side. Kahn there. Dunaway steals, drops it all the way back to Stewart in the box. Stewart has time. She coming to pressure. Stewart to the far side. Edson trying to keep it in. And out of play back to the Blue Jays. Monteith wins the challenge, carrying down the line. And out of play back to the Cougars. Hamlin takes the throw. Meningus there. Ball deflected into the middle. Ribbon break, plays it wide for Jackson to chase. Birch coming, Jackson gets there first. Played across to Clevenger. Clevenger looking for support. Drops back to break.
Get open, T. Get open.
Break back to Ben Schumacher. Monteith steps in to steal. Break to flex.
Come on, guys, stay with it. Keep it on the side. Come on, Ben, I need more.
Ball played in for Shee. Meningus there to challenge. Meningus wins it back into the counter. Meningus able to turn. Carrying through the middle. Plays it back to Clevenger. Titus Clevenger dropping back to Ben Schumacher.
Ben, go.
Schumacher carrying across. Looking to make a move.
Keep going, Ben.
McQuarrie there to shield.
Through.
Edson comes on.
Step back.
McQuarrie still on the ball.
Get it. Stay with it, guys.
McQuarrie carrying to the corner. Trying to find an angle. And plays it out of play in the corner. Throw in for the Cougars.
Hey, White, come on.
Hamlin down to take the throw.
Get this, White.
Sub at the line. Wait. Oh, just the wrong spot. So throw in by Hamlin to Schumacher. Ben Schumacher on the ball. Takes the strike, deflected off of McQuarrie. Sent high into the air by Hamlin. Backside, Jackson and Frederick there, and the ball goes out of play. And it'll be a goal kick for the Blue Jays. Frederick takes the restart over to Holden, back to Frederick, actually all the way across to Kahn on the near side. One more to Birch. Cullen Birch with space to move.
Come on, Ben, closing the space.
Birch into the middle for Kahn. Meningus steps to win it. Monteith gets it back. Plays it wide for Abdallah. Meningus steps in with the tackle. Free kick for the Blue Jays. Monteith over the ball.
Let's go, Cougars! Let's go, Rush.
Two-man wall, Clevenger and Ben Schumacher. Monteith takes the strike,
Good.
and Stewart can't control it. Out of play for a corner kick for the Blue Jays. Evan Horton subbing back in the game for the Cougars. He's been out since early in the game, subbing in for Jax Edson. Spencer Jackson subbing out as Brandon Schumacher checks back in. The Blue Jays also made a sub. McQuarrie takes the spin across. Ben Schumacher gets a touch to try to clear. Kahn comes in Hamlin wins it. Hamlin carrying down the far side, holds up play. Hamlin looking, plays Brandon Schumacher down the line. Schumacher gets to it, opens up, has Dunaway in the middle, but doesn't find him. Gets it back to Ben Schumacher. Schumacher with time, plays the ball over the top for Meningus. Meningus is in, Frederick at the top. Frederick clears it, right on goal. Holden gets there in time to sweep it away. And what a save by the Blue Jays, Alex Holden, to prevent that goal. Horton and Kahn challenge for the ball. Foul call on Horton. Free kick for the Blue Jays on the restart as McQuarrie comes over to take it. Ball played up to Monteith. Schumacher comes up to pressure. Over to Paddock. One more deflected by Brake. Nangle's there. Nangle tries to sweep it aside but doesn't get a good touch on it and finally clears it out the sideline. Blue Jays trying to play quickly. Abdallah there to play it in to Monteith. Monteith, good touch to settle. Back to Abdallah. Back to Monteith at the top. Takes the shot and over the goal. Goal kick for the Cougars. Stewart takes the goal kick. First touch by McQuarrie. Into the attack for the Blue Jays. Kahn at the top. To Monteith, strikes it in. And Stewart's right there to scoop it up. Stewart punts it to the middle of the field. Kahn first to touch. Back to Lindsay to Holden. To the far side, Dunaway steals, finds Clevenger. Clevenger chasing to the sideline, but can't get there in time. It's a throw-in for the Blue Jays. 15 to play in the second half, game tied at 2. Lindsay takes the throw back to Holden. Holden settles, plays it in the middle of the field. Dunaway's there. Dunaway with time, finds Ben Schumacher. Abdallah comes to pressure. Schumacher drops to Brake. Paddock coming to challenge from behind as Brake comes. Gets it to Meningus with a nice ball. Meningus looking to turn. Meningus looking to get the edge. Plays a good ball across. And Holden gets just enough on it to drop it for Frederick. Big throw out to Paddock. Nangle steps. Nangle plays it back in. Meningus and Birch there. Meningus able to shield to win the ball. Meningus settles. Meningus across. Meningus still on it. Plays it across for Brandon Schumacher. Went too strong on the swing and can't get a clean touch on it. Goal kick for the Blue Jays.
You're right, Brandon. Shake it off. You got this.
Watch it short, Brandon. Good job, Nick. Keep it up. Keep it up. You're right there. You're right there. Get one. Let's go, White.
McQuarrie taking the goal kick. Spin to Abdallah on the near side. Gets the header up to Paddock. Nangle comes in to challenge. Paddock gets through. Advantage called. Paddock into the top of the box. Plays it across. Falls for Kahn. He can't quite get to it. Brake coming over to challenge. Paddock in. Still on the ball. Plays it all the way across. Deflected by Shee. Titus Clevenger trying to find space. Kahn gets back to the ball and Brake clears it to the sideline. Throw in for the Blue Jays. Into Monteith. Monteith spins. Ben Schumacher able to and cleared away by the Cougars. It's a throw for the Blue Jays. Paddock being defended by Dunaway. Dunaway wins it. Touches it wide. Lindsay comes on the challenge. Ball deflected. Holden steps and plays it back into Paddock. Takes the shot across, and Stewart's there to grab it. Stewart quickly out to Meningus on the near side. Birch defending. Meningus touches the space. Nice save by McQuarrie to keep it in. Meningus drops it back to Hamlin. Hamlin plays the switch. Monteith off the shoulder. She comes in to deflect it back to Holden. Holden back into the middle of the field. Paddock there to win it. Ben Schumacher comes to pressure. Paddock's able to turn back to Monteith. Monteith across to Abdallah. Abdallah sends it over the top. And that's going to go all the way into the box for Stewart to grab. 11:30 to play here in the second half. Game tied at 2. Ball punted to the near side. Meningus and Birch there headed into the attack for the Cougars. Kahn's there. Plays it back ahead. Meningus off his shoulder, able to settle it down. Drops back to Hamlin. Hamlin plays the ball in. Holden gets a touch. Back to McQuarrie as the ball's loose. Hamlin comes in on the challenge. Hamlin into the attack. Runs through Holden. Dunaway. Dunaway drops to Ben Schumacher. Up to Hamlin. Hamlin through. Hamlin trying to get to the edge. Abdallah there. Hamlin chips it in and out of play. Goal kick for the Blue Jays. Kahn to the near side for Birch. Into the middle for Monteith. Touched wide and out of play. Throwing back to the Cougars. Hamlin into Schumacher with room. 10 minutes left. Schumacher carrying across. Over to Brandon. Brandon across. Headed in the air by Holden. Abdallah and Schumacher there. Ben Schumacher's able to win it. Back to Hamlin. Paddock comes in to challenge. Paddock through the middle. Horton gets a touch over to Brake. Brake and she challenge. McQuarrie back into Paddock. Clevenger's there to steal. Clevenger, good feet. Looking for Schumacher over the top. Birch deflects. Monteith touch to the near side for Abdallah. Back to Birch. 1-2 to Abdallah down the line. Hamlin comes in. Horton clears it away. All the way up to Meningus. Meningus challenged by Monteith. Paddock. Hamlin steps up. Kason Hamlin on the ball. Plays it over the top for Meningus to chase. And that's going to go out the end line. Goal kick for the Blue Jays.
Good work, Kason. Come on, White, let's go.
Let's go, White. Dig
Good job,
deep.
Kason.
Good job, Case. Good job, Grayson. Good job, Grayson. Good job, Grayson.
All right, 8:28 left to play. Clock has stopped. Grayson Crumrine checked back in the game for the Cougars.
Grayson
Ruben,
Crumrine.
detain this guy.
She subs out as, not sure who subbed in for the Blue Jays. All right, restart a play, ball into the middle of the field. Schumacher's able to settle it down. Gets it to Dunaway. Gets it to Ben Schumacher. Up to Brandon. Schumacher wants it. Takes the strike, but sends it over the goal. Ref, the clock's not running. All right, back to the action. Dunaway steps in, is able to steal, plays it up to Clevenger. Titus Clevenger on the ball, wants the strike, and Frederick's right there to make the save. Over to the near side. Abdallah there to the ball. Schumacher drops into Monteith. Monteith plays through. Nice step by Ruben Brake to win it. Brake ahead. Kahn steals. Meningus deflects to the near side for Birch. Meningus comes in. Abdallah to the ball. Carrying to the near side. Abdallah dropped back to Kahn. That's Ilian Kahn. Across to Holden.
Yes, Brandon.
Up ahead. McQuarrie and Dunaway. Nice touch by McQuarrie. McQuarrie trying to play it in. Evan Horton there fighting through the hurt ankle. Gets to it and clears it out the sideline. Throw in for the Blue Jays. Lindsay takes it to McQuarrie. Back into the middle of the field for Abdallah. To Monteith. Deflected by Ben Schumacher back to McQuarrie. Into Paddock. Meningus steals. Paddock on the ball. Paddock carrying to space. Looking to play the drop. All the way back to Ilian Kahn. Over to Holden. Clevenger and Schumacher come to pressure. Ben Schumacher steps. McQuarrie steps on the ball, loses his feet. Schumacher there to steal. Tries to cut it back right into McQuarrie's feet and stolen back into a counterattack for the Blue Jays. All the way into Paddock. Brake takes a good angle to defend in front. Mangle comes to help and steals it. Mangle down the line. Meningus and Birch pressure for the ball. Meningus able to win it on the shield. Clevenger in the middle. Meningus looking for him. Meningus across. Bouncing ball. Holden knees it back to the near side for Ilian Kahn to settle. Kahn down the line for Birch. Birch can't control it. He's able to get back to it. Ball up ahead to Abdallah. Paddock is offside and the flag goes up. And a free kick for the Cougars. Take your time on the reset. Take your time. All right, 5:20 to play here in regulation. Game tied at 2. Ball sent in. Abdallah there to steal. Back to Kahn. Over to Paddock. Abdallah there sends it over the top. Ball bouncing at the top of the box. Horton's there, touches it wide. That's Taha Khan. Able to get to it. Horton steps in to challenge. Khan gets on the turn. Ball's loose. Ben Schumacher there. Schumacher carrying ahead. Poked away by Paddock. Back to Monteith. Monteith thinks about it. Mangle goes for the tackle. Ball's loose to Khan. Khan over across. And flag is up for offside. Actually, I think it was a handball. And it's a free kick for the Cougars.
Put it out there, Rush.
All right, Stewart there to take the free kick. Driving ball into the middle. McQuarrie gets the first touch. Back into the attack for the Blue Jays. Nangle steps. Ball deflected. Khan gets it back to Monteith. Into Abdallah at the top. Abdallah takes the strike. Well defended by Horton. Ball falls to Monteith. Into the attack as Ruben Brake is able to clear it to the sideline. And a throw for the Blue Jays upcoming in the attacking third, under 4 to play. Cougars playing with 10 after the red card on the handball denied an obvious goal by Justin Boney. Stewart ended up making the save on the penalty kick, but then the Blue Jays answered anyway later to tie the game at 2. Ball across, ball deflected by Paddock. Dunaway steps and gets a touch away. Dunaway pokes it through to Brandon Schumacher. Schumacher holds up play, gets it to Clevenger. Titus Clevenger on the run, looking for Meningas, cuts it back through the middle. McQuarrie challenges, and Clevenger gets called for the pushing foul. It's a free kick for the Blue Jays.
Good call, ref. Good call.
Monteith plays it into Khan. Across to Abdallah. Abdallah at the top, looking for an option to take the shot. Drops it back to Monteith with some space. Takes the one-touch strike and sends it well over the goal. Goal kick for the Cougars.
Let's go, Cougars!
Game tied at 2, under 3 to play in regulation. We will go to golden goal if it's tied at the end of 80 minutes. Stewart with the punt to the middle of the field. Monteith first to touch. Ball to the back line to Kahn. Brandon Schumacher comes to pressure. Holden gets it back in the middle for McQuarrie. McQuarrie turns. Ben Schumacher there to steal. Over to Dunaway. Dunaway gets a touch. Cuts it back. Back to Ben Schumacher with space. 2 minutes to play. Schumacher up to Clevenger. Clevenger looking for Schumacher. Monteith steals. Ball deflected by Clevenger. Nangle's there to win it back. Nangle back to Clevenger. Clevenger on the carry. McQuarrie steps in. And foul called on Clevenger.
Good call, ref. Good call.
McQuarrie to Monteith.
Come on, Mike.
Monteith on the ball. Clevenger defending. Wide to Lindsay. Lindsay knees it down into the attack. Lindsay with space, carrying ahead. Gets through, Nangle there and sweeps it away. And it's a throw for the Blue Jays on the far side. Just over a minute to play. Thrown into the corner, Paddock there. Sends it across. Abdallah deflected by Schumacher and put in the goal by the Blue Jays to take the 3-2 lead.
How about you call the handball in the box, ref?
All right, Blue Jays coming back from a 2-0 deficit to take the 3-2 lead.
Let's go, Cougars! Come on, Brandon. Let's go, Ben. Let's go, Titus. Let's go, Nixon. Come on.
Restart with Brandon Schumacher. Drop back to Ben. Played over the top.
Keep going.
Schumacher chasing. Frederick, the keeper, able to get it in the box. Frederick punts it away. Out of play and throw in for the Cougars. 44 seconds to play. Crumrine takes the throw. Into Dunaway. Over to Clevenger. Clevenger across, deflected by McQuarrie. Cleared by Paddock.
Come on, Ruben. Get to the goal. Come on, Ruben. Let's go, score.
Brake sends it back in. McQuarrie there. Plays it through. Nangle steals. Back to Brake. McQuarrie again deflects. Horton steps in to win it. Horton back to Ben Schumacher. Schumacher makes a move through Abdul.
Come on, Ben. You're going to have to shoot.
Schumacher takes the strike and can't put it on frame. That will do it for the game. Final score, Blue Jays 3, Cougars 2.
Good game, Ralph. Good game. Woo!
All right, I'm doubting we're doing a JV game based on the amount of bodies we have left, but we'll see.
Thank you to all of our officials and participants. Everybody have a safe journey home.
All right, that's all we have from here. We'll be back in action tomorrow at Pittsburgh